king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back. Cordero Patterson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
On the tackle.
It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Slant. Alert. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. The Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Another carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he's able to make the play.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Bang, 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 bang.
From the shotgun is Trubisky to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. 6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bears 6, Vikings 0.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack by Robert Quinn.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it, pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Patterson on the carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Demetrius Harris, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before. The first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead.
Lining up 40 extra points.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection,
brings up
You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Under 10. Under 10. 18.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
It's a pickup of
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. But Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
He's tackled at the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The ball carried by the
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Down at the 26.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. And that's incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
The score, Bears 20, Vikings 10.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
By the running back.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 20.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check right 54. Blue. You got nothing today.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Cook, the Viking ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, this is Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Cook again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr.
Irv Smith Jr., his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Bears 20, Vikings 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Vikings.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Thrown away. And
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky.
All you got to do is look
complete to his tight end, Komet. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They go play action. Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 27, Vikings 20. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now KJ Osborne. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now again running right, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Cook. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Smith catches left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, that is vintage Colin Kaepernick right there, Charles. What a run.
He's definitely one of the best we've seen in the last decade or so in the NFL, and I would say probably even more than that. When he gets loose, there's almost no way to stop him, and he takes that one all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Patterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Barr brought him down. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
1st down, Minnesota.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Vikings.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bears 34.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And that is going to seal this.